Hi everyone. In this section, we are going to deal with a very important chapter, or you can say a very important subject and highly scoring subject, that is your science. And in science, you can divide this science into physics, then you have something called as chemistry, which is very interesting, like element table, they will ask you periodic table. Then they will have biology, and in biology there are a lot of questions asked in your examination. Mainly physics, you can just see that you have chapters like units and dimension, then you have chapters like workforce and energy. Okay, then you have something called as power. Power is an important function. Then friction is an important topic here in physics. And after that you have a very important chapter which we'll be discussing in these sections, upcoming sections, that is light and sound. Light and sound is also very important. And finally you have electric and magnetic field. So these are the important chapters in physics. When it comes to chemistry, you have periodic table. You have to start your chemistry with periodic table and different atomic theory, the first theory given by Dalton. Then you have J.J. Thomson, then Rutherford, then Niels Bohr. Okay, in those kind there are little bit postulates that you have to keep in mind. Then you have to know about different chemicals, the chemical formulas. Okay, you will be asked in some chemical formulas of washing soda, baking soda, etc. And then day-to-day appliances or applications of chemistry. In biology, you can study about the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. We are going to divide this into plants and animals. And the first thing here, in animals, you have something called as disease, and then you have something called as digestive system, reproductive system, then respiratory system, etc. And then you'll be studying about the various classifications. In the same way, in plant we'll study about the different tissues, like you have xylem and phloem. Most of the question in your examination will be on the xylem and phloem. Understood? So let us begin with this section here. First, we are going to see some important diseases. Now here this slide talks about the diseases caused by various organisms on this planet earth. So first one here, let us talk about virus. Right now the world has seen a pandemic, that is coronavirus pandemic. So the first, let me give you some examples. In your examination they may ask you which of the following is a viral disease, which of the following is a bacterial disease, which of the following is a fungi disease, protozoan disease, etc. So the first one, virus disease, here you have hepatitis, then you have herpes, then you have warts, chickenpox, smallpox, bird flu, norovirus, yellow fever, Ebola. Then you have SARS. Then you have AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. In your examination, they may ask you a question, the full form of AIDS, that is immuno, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, deficiency syndrome. Okay, and then you have HIV stands for human immunovirus. Okay, human immunovirus. Next you have influenza, cold sores, cold germs, measles, tetanus, typhoid. These kind of diseases are caused by virus. Next you have important bacterial disease. On your right side of your screen you have tuberculosis, then you have anthrax, then you have staph, then E. coli, typhoid, then you have salmonella, then morgellons, then pneumonia, urinary tract infection, then you have strep throat, stomach ulcers, Lyme disease, etc. Tularemia and peritonitis is this also is very important. In your examination, they may ask you any of the diseases and the disease causing agent. Next, you have something called as fungi. In fungi, you have ringworms, then you have pneumonia, then candidiasis, then yeast infection, histoplasmolysis, and cryptococcosis. So these are the diseases by fungi. And next you have protozoan diseases, like you have malaria, then you have Chagas disease, giardiasis, and cryptosporidiasis. So these are the diseases caused by protozoans, and you can say that these are the disease caused by single cell creatures, or it is born or spread through water. Next, you have parasites. Parasites examples are roundworm, morgellons, tapeworm, trigoniosis. Then protein deficiency, there will be something called as mad cow disease and CJD disease. So these are some of the important diseases which will be affected on human. So they may ask you one examination questions like, let me give you an example of your exam question. They have asked, malaria is caused by which of the following agent? Malaria is caused by which of the following agent? Virus, bacteria, fungi, protozoa. Answer is protozoa. Sometimes instead of protozoa, they may ask, give an option like insect also. So insect is also the right answer. Next, let us move forward. When it comes to your vitamins, there are two types of vitamins. Let me explain you here in detail. There are fat soluble and water soluble. The fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E, and K. Water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and C. These are called as water soluble. Now, whenever there is vitamin deficiency, at that time also humans will have certain diseases in the body. So here we have a small simple slide here, that is vitamin A causes night blindness. It is also called as erythema. Then you have folate, vitamin B6. Then cobalamin is vitamin B12. Thiamine is B1. It causes beriberi. B1 deficiency will cause beriberi. Very important. Vitamin B1 will cause beriberi. Then you have riboflavin, that is vitamin B2. It always have a eye changes or dermatitis kind of problem. Then you have niacin, vitamin B3 is also known as viacin. You have pellagra, vitamin B6. Then you have vitamin C. Vitamin C deficiency will have something called as scurvy. And then you have vitamin D. Vitamin D will cause rickets. Vitamin D will cause rickets. Now let us try to understand other important aspect of this vitamin. Here what happens, vitamin D is explained more in detail in the beginning of the left hand side top corner. They have explained that sunlight is responsible for the synthesis of vitamin D in your body. Now let us try to understand what is given here. Vitamin A, it is found in butter, whole milk, eggs, and vegetables. When there is deficiency of vitamin A, it will cause night blindness and dry skin. Next you have thiamine, that is vitamin B1. It is found in fruits, nuts, vegetable, fish, whole grains, etc. When there is deficiency of vitamin B1, that symptoms will be like numbness, tingling, loss of sensation and shooting, pains in the legs, etc. Then you have vitamin B2, that is called as riboflavin. It is found in milk, liver, eggs and vegetables. Its deficiency will cause ulcers in mouth and cracked lips. Ulcers in mouth and cracked lip, these are important. To your left hand bottom corner, these things are mentioned. Next you have vitamin B3. Here you have seen, that is niacin. It is found in cereals, whole grains and etc. Deficiency of this vitamin B3 will have burning sensation, diarrhea, okay, burning sensation on the tongue, diarrhea, then rough skin, there will be weight loss. So this is what is about vitamin B3. Next you have vitamin B12. It is also called as cyanocobalamin, and this is the only vitamin. Vitamin B12 is the only vitamin which has metal in it. So here the sources are fish, meat and milk or supplements. If you see the deficiency, weakness, numbness and tingling in the extremities, these are the deficiencies of vitamin B12. Next important, here you have vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. It is found in citrus fruits and fresh vegetables. Deficiency of this vitamin C will be having bleeding and swollen or infected gums. Okay, and down in the top right bottom you have vitamin E and K and folic acids. Sometimes the deficiency of these vitamins also cause serious trouble in our human body. So this is what is all about in this slide, and this you can say this is the master slide of all the vitamins and the diseases mentioned here. Now this slide will explain you the different name of what the diseases, different names and these diseases. For example, vitamin A, the diseases are xerophthalmia, then you have night blindness and keratomalacia. Okay, and it is sometimes called as retinol. It is vitamin A is also known as retinol. Vitamin D deficiency will cause rickets, very very important, rickets and osteomalacia. Osteomalacia, very important. Vitamin E, the deficiency of vitamin E will have anemia, that is important. And vitamin K coagulation disorder, that means blood clotting. Sometimes the blood may not clot. The blood clotting disorder will happen due to vitamin K. Now here fat soluble have we have seen, that is vitamin A, D, E and K, and now water soluble you have only two vitamins, that is vitamin B and C. But here in vitamin B we have different vitamin like B1. For example, B1 is also called as thiamine. In your exam they may ask you the other name of vitamin B1 also. Thiamine deficiency will have beriberi, then you have Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, then you have riboflavin, vitamin B2 is called as riboflavin, you have stomatitis and glossitis. These are the diseases. Then you have vitamin B3, that is niacin deficiency, pyridoxine, it is also called as niacin. Vitamin B3 is called as niacin, and this disease is called as pellagra. Pellagra is a disease here. Pyridoxine is vitamin B6, and here you have polyneuropathy. Polyneuropathy. Biotin, you have dermatitis, alopecia, paresthesia. Next you have folate. Folate deficiency will have anemia, neural tube defect during gestation. Vitamin B12, it is called as cobalamin. Here you have anemia, neurological degeneration. Anemia and neurological degeneration. And the last but not the least, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, it has a deficiency that is called as scurvy. So these are the important things that you have to remember from the health and disease chapter of pathogens. And then you have vitamins deficiency. In the next chapter we are going to detail study about hormones. So what are these hormones? I hope you understood the health and disease topic here. Thank you.